Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Dawada from the Men of Valor campaign, Greenville, South Carolina, coming back with another video in sincerity and in truth, and Lord willing, it can be edifying. And well, man. Right on time, as the apostles, elders and apostles of GMS to the brothers on down have been saying, there's only a few major prophecies left, right, to go down before the destruction of this kingdom and the rise of the kingdom of Israel, right? And one of the main ones, right, is the MOTB, the CHIP, being pushed throughout the world, as a form of payment, as a form of as a standard of being able to live and function in this society. You must receive that thing, man, which a lot of camps, as we always mention, they don't teach that, and they're going to be confounded in that day, and their congregation is going to be scrambled because they're not going to know what to do because they didn't warn them. But our apostles and elders have been warning us for years, man, decades, about what's to come, and hey, through the Spirit, we're commanded not to take it. All right, but we're waiting on this. This is something we want to see come to pass. All right, it might seem dystopian. It might seem like it's something that's wicked, and it is, but it's the will of the Lord. So this is from ZeroHedge.com. It says Elon Musk's confident brain chip company Neuralink can begin human trials in 6 months. It says at a live streamed event on Wednesday evening, Elon Musk announced the Neuralink Corp's coin-sized brain, a C-hip, could be implanted in human heads for clinical trials within the next 6 months. We want to be extremely careful and certain that it will work well before putting the device into a human. But we've submitted, I think, most of our paperwork to the FDA, and probably in about 6 months, we should be able to upload Neuralink into a human. Musk said during the event at the company's headquarters in Fremont, California. It says, rolling down. It says Neuralink's brain company interface is a small chip implanted into a human's head to allow a person suffering from debilitating conditions such as the after effects of a stroke or amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS, to communicate. I think that's never mind. It says to communicate with their thoughts. Previously, Musk had promised that human trials would begin in 2020, then 2022, and now the target appears sometime in the first half of 2023. He also revealed 2 other BCIs that could one day be attached to the spinal cord and restore movement in someone with paralysis. As miraculous as that may sound, we are confident that it is possible to restore full body functionality to someone who has a severed spinal cord, the billionaire co-founder said. It says one of the presentation's highlights was a video of a monkey telepathically typing on a screen with a BCI implant. So they've been dealing with this technology, and this isn't necessarily new technology. They're at a point now where they're actually bringing it to the forefront, and a lot of people would pretty much be trying to reject it, but they're gonna make as far as the brain one, these are part of these miracles on the left hand side that they're gonna do in order to get people to believe in it. All right, the other one, the RFID C-hip, is going to be used for payment, identification, and convenience of life, so to speak. Right, being able to go in certain places, being able to maneuver about. It's all going to be within your hand, and the scriptures speak about, in your right hand on your forehead. So it's the same technology. This is the MOTB. It says, to be clear, he's not actually using a keyboard. He's moving the cursor with his mind to the highlighted key. Now, technically, he can't actually spell, so I don't want to oversell this thing because that's the next version. Monkey plays Pong with his mind using Neuralink, and I think I've seen those videos before. It says BCI technology has been studied in academia for decades. Last year, And see, they're coming out and, and telling you this is something they've been wanting to do. And the Lord put the Spirit on them to do it. It says last year, European research announced a person who has ALS has regained his ability to communicate after a brain C-hip was installed in his head. And Brown University recently said, using a brain-computer interface, a clinical trial participant was able to create text on a computer at a rate of 90 characters per minute just by thinking about the movement involved in writing by hand. Musk's entry into the space in 2016 has spurred increased investments via venture capitalists into startups pushing this cyborg technology forward. So, you know what time it is, man. All right, the Lord continues to give us signs, and through the Spirit, I don't believe necessarily what this. I think they already been putting this shit in people's head. They could be ready to roll this out in the next 6 months to where people could actually receive it. All right, and through the Spirit, we don't know exactly how it's going to work out. I can see more people being really starting off with that the one in their hand, because once they crash the dollar, they crash the system. They're going to need a new form of payment, a new. They're just speaking about digital currencies, centralized digital currencies. Not Elon Musk. Joe Biden has an executive order that's supposed to go into effect on the 13th. That's supposed to protect people, Americans, from cash. So we'll see what's about to go down, but they're going to do away with this current system, crash the markets, and then they're going to introduce this new form of payment. And it's going to get to the point where you're not going to be able to function in society without it. And the apostles and elders have been warning us about this through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. But these are one of the last major prophecies, man. And dealing with this whole thing with Musk, it's no coincidence he also owns Twitter. So I wouldn't be surprised if they try to link this, to social media. There's a show on Amazon called The Feed that does just that. They have social media and shit basically in their head. They're able to call people, communicate, update tweets and shit, and it's all in there. It's all via the damn C-hip that's in their brain. So, and also that show Black Mirror. They've been prophesying about this on the left hand side for a while now. There's another movie, a dystopian type movie called Implanted. This chick got this shit in her head and the AI takes over her head, man. All right, and we're telling you right now through the Spirit, don't take this shit, man. If you take it, you're going to be destroyed. We're going to get that through the Spirit. So we're going to hit the main 2 points as we always do. Because, hey, this is the time that we're in, man. We're going to start up a little bit, actually. This is Revelation chapter 13 and verse 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth. And he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon, right? Speaking about these 2 political parties that we have. And back in the day, back in ancient Rome, it was the plebeians and the patricians. Now it's the Democrats and the Republicans. It says he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. Right, because Rome fell. But this is the revived Roman Empire. The Lord put these devils right back in power, because he said it was going to happen. Verse 13, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. Right, all these different miracles, his technological advancements, because for hundreds and thousands, hundreds of years, for the most part, technology has pretty much been, the same. Within the last 20, 30 years, 40, 50, really like 50, 60, let's just say 100 years, technology has really increased, dealing with vehicles, these cars, planes, and all these different things. And Esau has deceived the world by all these miracles, even having these little computers in our hands to where we could communicate with people on the other side of the world, but this is all for the Lord's purpose. This was created so that the truth can be pushed forth. Right, because it's gained a lot of traction, especially ever since the apostles came on YouTube. Now it's worldwide, GMS. But it says about those miracles, man, and this is another one of those miracles. Speaking about this Neuralink shit, where they can restore people that are paralyzed, that can't even move their body. They can trick their body into thinking that it can move again. That's a miracle on the left hand side, and us coming out and speaking out against it, they're going to demonize us. Like, why wouldn't you want these people to be helped and all this and that? So we see how it's going to play out. It says, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had a wound by a sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. The image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And the image of the beast is not a picture of Caesar Borgia, man. Okay? It's going into this system. All right? This was, once again, the revived Roman Empire. All right? So the ways that were in ancient Rome, same thing now. Like I did a video going into the bread and circuses. This is the same thing that they were doing back in ancient Rome before Rome fell. It kept people distracted. It kept people distracted from the poverty or from the fact that Rome was falling. Verse 16, here's the point. And he caused the thaw, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And that's the point. All right, this article I read on Neuralink is speaking about it going in your forehead. So either one, whether it be your right hand, left hand, butt cheek, and if you take that shit, man, there's a heavy punishment and judgment coming for you. But that is what the MOTB is, man. Verse 17, we're seeing it be made manifest. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right, it says, here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. So you're not going to be able to function in this society when they crash this shit. If you want to get back into society, you're going to have to take it one way or another. But see, us, all right, the hopeful elect, and we say that humbly, Lord willing, the Lord puts the spirit on us to reject that. Now, even if our life depends on it. All right, because there's no salvation from that, man. You take that shit, this is what's going to happen to you. Revelation chapter 14. And verse 9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And that fire and brimstone that person is going to be tormented, those that take the MOTB, is that thermonuclear destruction. 200 million ICBM missiles are going to pummel this place, man. Completely decimated. Nobody's going to survive here unless you go up into the chariots, and that's only reserved for the elect. You're going to be here, and you're going to be left here and melted, man. Especially our people. You want to stay here, you want to take that shit. All right, which I can foresee, 2/3, man, they're gonna be cut off and die here. A lot of them may end up taking it. Esau, there's no hope for Esau anyway, so you might as well damn take it, man. All right, but this is a commandment unto Israel, because when you receive that thing in your right hand or your left hand or in your forehead, you're saying that Esau is your God. Okay. The same thing with these people that took the took the V hill. They took that V. All right, they put all type of nanotechnology and shit in you. And a lot of people were saying how it was they lost their connection with God, man. Because that's reserved only for the Israelites, and Esau has found a way, being some left-handed, energy, left-handed technology or whatever, to be able to try to cut your communication off with the Most High. Okay, but the Most High say he gonna kill you. You take that shit, you gonna be tormented with fire and brimstone. So that's why we push it so heavy. All right, these other camps ain't out here pushing it. They're saying it's everything but what it is, and there's gonna be a heavy punishment for that as well. But Lord willing, they roll this bad boy out soon, man, sooner rather than later, because we're ready to get out of here. Once again, this is one of the last major things that need to come to pass, because the Lord said all things are going to be fulfilled. No one of these prophecies are going to fail. And this is something that has to come to pass before the end. But after that, man, we ain't got long till we out of here, man. So, Lord willing, this is edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. All right, till next time, Shalom.